Hey guys, this second discussion is about student feedback, specifically grading, and trying to share some ideas that I'm sure many of you are already using, but if not, hopefully this will show something new and also be useful for you. As you know, we are required to respond to student work within a week of the submission date. So that's always a challenge for me. I don't know what it's like for you, but it's always a challenge to find that time. So there are some ways to save time and make it more efficient. Okay, so student feedback. And again, student feedback is so important in any course, but it allows them to know where they stand. Students want to know where they stand as far as the course goes. Do I have an A, B, C, D, or E or F? Um, so that's one really important aspect of feedback to let students know where they are in terms of the grade. So in Blackboard, you guys may or may not know there's something called Crocodoc, and I think it's cool because you open up, I always open up the Needs Grading tab and then open up the assignment, and you can use these tabs right here. I always use this one to make comments. That you can use it however you like, but you can click, click that, and it will open up here, and you can simply type your comment directly in there. That is a really powerful tool to give them feedback specific to their work directly on their paper. Also, there's the comment box, and what I do, since I spend a lot of time making the comments actually on their paper, hopefully trying to get them, give them advice or suggestions on how to improve for next time, that I usually just will state something like, see the comments made directly on your paper, using Crocodoc. Okay, the other thing is that I used to use before Crocodoc, and I still do sometimes, is track changes in Word. And many of you probably use this, but track changes, if you click track changes, all markup, you can start to type directly on the paper, and as you can see, it's in red font. So you can make comments right in the middle of the paper, or in the middle of a sentence, or wherever you feel the student needs some coaching. And then also, if you see an error, you can use the backspace and put a line strike through it. So I find that a particularly useful tool as well. Moving on. All right, and this is just a generic rubric. It has nothing to do with what we do, but rubrics, many of you that I've reviewed your courses for this whole coaching process, are using rubrics really well. And I need to learn that. That is an area that I absolutely need to learn more. And in fact, there is a rubric capability in Blackboard where you can create a rubric and add it and attach it to the assignments. I would love to hear from you guys. If you have more information about that, please share it with the group so we can learn from you. But rubrics are time consuming up front, but in the end, they save time. And one thing that we're asked to do is provide more information than just checking off 4, 3, 2, or 1 and highlighting their score. Provide some feedback on why it was a 4 or what they can do better next time to earn that higher grade. And okay, so you guys have that extensive knowledge. And then also there are a lot of sites, I just took a screenshot here of creating your own rubric. If you Google that, there are a ton of things that come up. Rubistar is a good one. Rubric Maker, and there are plenty of those free rubric makers that are out there and that you can easily add to your course, and it even has some suggestions on how to quickly create a general rubric if you just want to use a general rubric. And there's also one thing that I learned recently that I haven't done is create a rubric for my discussion board, and I will share that with you as well. I think that it helps because students know exactly what the expectations are. They can look at it and measure their performance versus the criteria. So just something to think about as we move forward, and thank you very much.